What's up? It has been quite some time since I uploaded my last video. I kind of I was going through the ringer of trying to figure out how YouTube Shorts work versus like my actual channel, and how I'm learning that Shorts is super destructive for the growth of an actual channel. You get a lot more views up front, but it doesn't. There's no conversion. And so, I mean, my YouTube channel has slowly grown a little bit, but yeah, I think this is. It's been a minute. I kind of got defeated. You know, I still post on my TikTok and on my Instagram, but I stopped posting on YouTube just because I'm trying to figure that out. And also just got, I let all the excuses get to me. I think that I think this is a really fun platform to record on and talk to and share my thoughts and experiences on. So I'm here again trying this out. Yeah, my last video was super. I thought it was really good. Got no views, and that is totally what I expected. Um, kind of. I thought the shorts were going to convert. I thought those views were also going to magically, convert to my long form video, and that's just not the case. And so I kind of got, a little distracted by TikTok and Instagram, trying to grow those. And it's just, this is going to be a long haul. I'm really, I knew it was going to be kind of a long and slow process of, building this. But I think it's one thing to like think about it versus actually see it come forth. So that's what I'm dealing with right now. But if you were tuning in for the first time, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this video. If you want, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, all the typical YouTuber things to say. These flies are going to be the death of me, because it's hot as balls where I'm at right now. But it's slowly cooling down. We're getting there. We're into September now, and hopefully it keeps getting cooler. I'm about to go on a little vacation somewhere. I'll probably do an upload while I'm there. That'll be fun. But yeah, it's been a long 4 months where I'm at, and I've been here for 4 months, and it has been nothing but grind, grind, grind. And I started this about a month ago, and yeah, so it's been a long 4 months. I'm really ready for a vacation. But yeah, no, I mean, so to get into today's video, enough about me yapping. This week has not been, the best week, and I think my job kind of got in the way of that. Where it's been really stressful at work. Like my whole crew has been really stressed. There's a lot going on, a lot we're preparing for. So we got we got something big coming up, and I'm not gonna be able to I'm not gonna be able to post as much. I said this in my last video, but more elegantly, yeah, I have a speech impediment. I can't talk. But yeah, this week has been a lot of failures for me. I didn't hit my diet as hard as I wanted to. I didn't get to go to the gym as much because I had like work-related physical activities. I had to do a PT test, and I had to do a swim test, and I didn't want to be sore because I train pretty hard. I do a full body workout 3 times a week, and in between those days, I do cardio. I try to run. Actually, I try to run every day. I run about like half a mile before I actually work out. I don't care if that's not the science way to do it. I don't give a fuck. I just try to move a little bit because I'm not getting too many steps in when I'm at work. I mean, I'm on my feet all day. I'm certainly not sitting down, which is nice. I have to work with my hands. I cannot sit at a desk. I'll go insane. So I get some steps in, but I like to, I like to hit a little half mile run, light run before my workout. Um, Not for any kind of particular reason. It's just to, you know, it takes me a couple minutes to run a half mile, so it's just easy to kind of do that, get it out of the way. I don't like cardio. I don't like running. So I do that before I get to work out, and that's how I balance that. But on my off days of working out, that's when I do a longer run, or I want to get into rowing a little bit more. Um, yeah, for my PT test for for the branch that I'm in, we have to do a row now instead of like a mile and a half run, because it used to be that way for the longest time, but they switched it to like a 2,000 meter row, and I've never rowed before, and I did okay. I did okay. I think the intensity level, so it's like 1 through 10. I went up to an 8, just because I knew that my back's pretty strong. Um, Not like that's the strongest, but like for me, it's probably the strongest it's probably been the strongest my back has ever been. I can do weighted pull-ups with wide grip. I can do pull-ups with. Right now, I'm sitting at, I do 3 sets of 3 with a 55-pound plate. So I mean that's decent. It's nothing to write home about, but I mean it's certainly a lot better than where I was a year ago. I wasn't even able to do weighted pull-ups a year ago. I could if I tried. I didn't even get into it really until in the past like month or so. I've been really hitting weighted pull-ups hard, and man, my back it's looking it's looking pretty crazy right now. Pause. Um, but so going back to the row, I did the row pretty well. I did. I think I don't know what my split time was because I don't know how rowing machines work. I was just looking at the numbers, but I mean, I did 2,000 meters on an 8 intensity. I think I did it in like 7 minutes and 4 seconds, which is about 2.5 minutes under the maximum time. I think the maximum time is like 9 minutes and 30 seconds. So I mean, I did that in about 7 minutes, which is really good considering I've never rowed before. Um, so I was pretty proud about that. But man, it blew up my traps, and that made me start thinking about other things. Like I have not been training traps hard enough. Same with my neck. I think I need to, get into more neck training. Pause. Jesus. Pause. Resume. Um, but yeah, no, I need to do some more weighted neck training to kind of like thicken up my neck. I think I used to have pause. Okay, yeah, I'm watching y'all. All right now, pause. This is all pause. All right, let me talk. When I was in football in high school, we would do when we would warm up on the field, we would do like since the shoulder pads like protect the helmet from crushing down onto your shoulders, we would sit there and like basically do like I forget what it's like a yoga pose, but where like you rock onto your neck and like you push up with your legs. It's almost like a fuck, what is it called? I can't think of it right now. But basically, we would do like 360, kind of like what wrestlers do. I'm not sure if you've ever watched like wrestlers wrestle. But a lot of neck training, because that's how you prevent a lot of injuries. If you have a really strong neck, I mean, I'm sure y'all know this, but if you have a really strong neck, you are less likely to, way less likely to have actual like concussions and any kind of head injury, because you have the fortification in your neck to be able to protect yourself. So I had a pretty pause. I had a pretty, I had like a 17.5 inch neck. Pause. Jesus Christ, this is terrible. This is so bad. um, but Jesus. All right, continue. All right. So I want to get back into trap and like neck training to thicken up my neck. Pause. Jesus. All right, I'm done. But going all the way back to my original thought, um, you know, where was I actually? I don't remember. But basically, I wasn't able to Oh yeah, so I had like a swim test and then I had my PT test. So I didn't want to like train really hard um, to like be sore for that because the swim exam that we do, I suck at swimming. Um, I'm not total muscle, but I sink. I sink really bad, and so it's really hard for me to like keep my head above water. And we also have, we do the swim with like our helmet, with our combat helmet, and other like with our plate carriers and stuff. And so you have an additional, you know, at some points you have an additional like 40 pounds on your body, and anyone would struggle if you're not like a trained swimmer, obviously. But anyone with an additional 40 pounds on their body in a pool, like you're naturally just gonna sink. Um, so I didn't want to be sore for that, so I didn't train on those days, and it's totally like acceptable. It's not like a bad thing that I didn't train because I was doing exercises. I was still I was still doing the thing, just not the stuff that I wanted to do. And so that led into, since I wasn't at the gym as much, my discipline kind of suffered. So I wasn't hitting my diet as much. I've been eating a lot more carbs lately. I've just been a little bit stressed, um, and like going back to like the failures of this week. So like, yeah, didn't get the train as much. Wasn't hitting my diet as hard as I wanted to. I was, letting distractions get to me, whether that was more kind of scrolling on my phone or, talking to women. Um, and then also I didn't upload much this week. And so that's like, I had a lot of failures this week and I wanted to, I posted this on my TikTok and Instagram, or I'm about to, I haven't posted it yet. But just talking about how the consistencies of life can kind of, the stuff that you want to be consistent on with your goals and stuff, sometimes, shit happens and life gets in the way and it's okay. And you want to come out on the other side of that no matter what, because you're never gonna, how do I word this? I've been getting down on myself and it's like I don't know if it's cringe or not. I don't think it's really cringe. But my soul has been kind of, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones that I haven't been doing the things that I've been needing to do because I've had other, life's been getting in the way. And I know that uploading these fulfills me a lot, which is really good that I've already found something that, something I've wanted to do for a long time, something that like even this early, it already fulfills me really well, just talking to y'all, even if no one's watching, or even if one or two people watch this, thank you. And hopefully y'all can relate to this too as an early content creator and just someone who is, a little bit older now and you still want to, you still got big goals to chase. Don't get down on yourself. Don't let those distractions keep you down. Because as soon as it's when you quit is when you're actually a failure. I've had a lot of failures, but I haven't quit. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing the things that I need to do. So I'm proud of myself for that, and y'all should be too. If that's something that y'all have been kind of struggling with this week or the past month or the past year, you just haven't been doing the things that you need to do and you want to do. Yeah, just keep going. It's not the end of the world. But to get into the topics of today, my first one is the consistency aspect. So I'm going to be going away for a while. I said this in my first video. Yeah, I'm going to be going away for a while, and I'm not going to be able to upload as much as I want. But I'm still going to try and find time to do this. Whether that's on, during that time period that I'm away from home, I'm not going to be here for a long time. And so like the consistency aspect, I'm probably going to have to find a little nook and corner to kind of record these and, continue to put my thoughts in video format and just kind of, get things off my chest in a way and talk about the kind of, talk about the things that I want to talk about. So the consistency part of it, yeah, it's going to suffer a little bit, but that's okay. It's only for a little bit, and then I'm done, and then I'm back here, or I go back home, And yeah, so, and then going into my second topic, the talking about the whole failure thing. Um, you always have to fall, fail, and forward. The three Fs: fall, yeah, fail, fall, and forward. Um, you know, yeah, this week hasn't been good for me, but it hasn't been a total loss because I'm doing this right now. So I can't be, it's a mindset. You have to kind of, just because things are happening outside that are out of your control doesn't mean that it's necessarily something that you need to give up on and quit on your goals just because life gets in the way. You have to find time and you have to find the energy to to do this kind of stuff, because if it's important to you, you're gonna find time, and that's what I'm doing right now. And so I haven't really failed yet. It's just a mindset of, hey, I've failed for the past week, past 2 weeks at least on this YouTube channel, of not uploading, and that's something I want to change. I'm gonna keep going no matter what. So the plan, like my plans to do that are, yeah, like going back to the consistency topic of just finding a way to do it no matter what. Um, and yeah, just kind of explaining, kind of sharing, and hopefully y'all can relate to some of the failures that I've had this week, and to make sure that's not getting in your way. Don't let little things build up, because that's what I've been doing. I've been letting that. How do I say it? It's like I've had, you have like a pool. You have a pool of energy inside you, right? This is weird, or whatever. You have a. If you got that burning desire inside you and you're not acting on it, you will always feel pent up, and you're gonna feel tired, and you're not gonna feel good about yourself. And so it's a wake up call to myself, and hopefully to y'all. I'm not like calling y'all out. This is just me calling me out, and hopefully y'all relate to it. To just to keep going forward. So, and then I'm hoping to, while on the way, record like kind of like my day-to-day life while doing that. It'll be kind of like not like a surprise, but like an unveiling of what I do in my job, and hopefully I can record some of the workouts that I do while I'm away, and like my diet, and how I'm gonna stay on track on my goals. I plan on doing either like a 24 or 48-hour fast for one of these videos, and kind of like how I'm just document like a reset. It's a mental clarity kind of reset, to do a fast. And I'm not a big proponent of fast. I'm also like not opposed to them. It's more of like a challenge to myself. See how I can do, and see how much I can do in discomfort. And so that's one of my goals, and like just showing how I, like my diet while I'm gone, and like the workouts that I'm doing. Hopefully, that can translate to this. Translate to this pretty well, and just more or less kind of showing you what I do. But yeah, those are all my things I wanted to say for that. But yeah, no, I appreciate y'all for watching. I think hopefully this video resonates with some of y'all in terms of life is gonna get in the way, and you gotta keep pushing. I know it's kind of like I don't know if it's like a lame thing to kind of make one of these videos this early in my content career, but I mean, like, it's good just to kind of show the daily struggles of at least talk about the daily struggles. I'm not really showing much. I need to get better about that. I have terrible camera anxiety, or at least around the people that know me. But that's something I want to change, because I know that in order to get where I want to go, I kind of have to get over that fear. And I mean, that can translate to anything in life. You just got to got to push through, and you have to fail falling forward. You know, because you know people are going to judge you and all that. So, but I don't really think I have much else to say. So, but yeah, I appreciate y'all, every single one of you watching this. Hopefully this does okay on the channel. I doubt it. Not that I doubt the video itself, but I doubt that many people will see it just yet because I'm still very small and YouTube doesn't really know me yet. And I think that's and that's okay. Yeah, I'm still a new creator. YouTube has no you know, it doesn't owe me anything to, you know, push this content out to y'all. But if y'all are watching, I appreciate it. Every single one of you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that. I got some cool things on the way, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all, and I'll see you in the next upload. So all right, bye.